So we're not doing a fly for this video. We're addressing a question that I got, I don't know, a week or so back, so I apologize for the delay I got on this, or the delay for putting out this video. And the question that I got was keeping lead eyes intact. So how do you keep your lead eyes from rotating on you? You know, after, you have a big fish eater, you bounce it off a couple of rocks or whatever happens after you're when you're fishing for a little while. And we're going to go through and explain how I personally tie mine in. There's 100 different ways you can do it. You ask every tire and it may be different, but the big thing is you don't want your eyes to rotate when you're tying. I typically don't tie one set of eyes in at a time. Normally when I'm tying, it's over I'm doing a dozen of one pattern or a half dozen, whatever it may be. But we're gonna go ahead and just get this started. I'm setting up to do, I think I have a dozen here that I'm gonna be putting together. So I figured I'd take the time before I get too far into it and go ahead and do a video on securing lead eyes. So basically what I do is I just get a good thread base down. I'm just putting this thread base down because I'll tie in my articulation wire at the same time for the prep work. So go ahead and get a good thread base down, just right through here, and find a spot where you're going to be tying in your eyes. And typically it's about, I don't know, I'd have to measure it out, 1/8 of an inch from where the eye starts. It's just after tying so many of these, you have a general idea of where you want to put them in. So just go ahead and get these right on top, and then bring that forward just a little bit. And what I do is I make some nice loose wraps on the top, and this is just I think it's a 6/0 thread, just a 6/0 white. Now I'll turn this and throw my glasses on so I can see the monitor, so I'll make sure I'm explaining what I want to here, or that the camera's picking up what I want it to. So as you can see with this right here, see how my thread is still kind of bridged backwards? It's not really secure to the eyes. It's still bridged back here from making my figure 8 wraps. That's by design. You don't want to make them real secure, because as you come around here and you're just going to go right around your dumbbell eyes, you can kind of pull tight, and this will start to lock your eyes into place. As you can see, I mean, they're in there pretty snug, and we only have maybe a dozen wraps over top of this. Then I'm just going to do the same thing again and go right around my eyes, not around the hook. And then I'm going to rotate them, and as you rotate these, you should already start to feel some pretty good resistance. So there you are. Come down here and give this a look. Make sure that your eyes are even and they're lined up how you want them. Give them a look from up above. Everything looks good. Once everything is in place, stay straight there. I'll take my glue. I'll just take a little bit of Zap and run this right over the top and then on the bottom as well. And just catching this nylon thread. Now same thing, I'll figure 8. And you're not going to really have the bridge here. All you're doing is building the thread base now for that glue to secure to. There's not really any reason that I use this 6/0 outside of saving thread. Because if you watched any of the streamer videos, I do all of them with the GSP 100, and that stuff, it's a couple bucks a spool, so I try and save some money because you can see, I mean, we're putting a lot of wraps in here. Try and save a little bit of money and, you know, use the 6/0. It's a little bit cheaper and save some GSP to tie in my eyes and articulation wire. But we're going to omit the articulation wire on this one. And we're going to go ahead and give a quick whip finish. Now, because this 6/0 is fairly brittle, you can't really pull on it too much. And this is what's going to lock in your eyes. So I'll come back through with my GSP after I have a good base with the 6/0. Then I'm going to come right around the eyes, and then you can really pull and sink in to that glue and really clinch the bridge that you had built over your eyes. You can really pull it in to where that bridge now is only pulling on the eyes. And then once that glue dries, you're locked. It's not going to go anywhere. So that's how I tie in my lead eyes to keep them from moving on me. But like I said, I normally do this in production, so I'll do, you know, half a dozen or a dozen with the eyes and articulation wire. If you've seen any of my posts on social media, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it may be, you'll see I have a tying problem. I tie entirely too many flies, but I love it and I can't stop. So this is how I've tied my eyes in over the last, I don't know, say year or so, because I did have that problem where they would rotate on me and I would try different things with wire and then settle on this. This just seems to be the way that I get my eyes to lock in for me, and I don't have any issues with them. But hopefully this helps you guys out, and if you have any further questions on them, just shoot them to me and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. But like I said, hopefully this helps out, and we'll catch you on the next week's fly. Thanks.